What on guys, Commander here. Welcome to a new video on PC Building Simulator. Now, the reason why we're doing another video on this is because, like I've said before, we're doing another video on it. It's only because there's been a new update. Now, the new update is completely revamped and upgraded the careers section of this game. Now, what it basically includes is, as you can see at the top of the screen, we've now got a star indicator. So if we go to our main PC, we've now got this app called Bongle, which is basically when you go on it, it shows you all your different reviews. So we got 2 5 stars and 1 star. It says all I wanted was a good benchmark score, but they couldn't even just send it back. That was because I couldn't get a 3D mark score that was good enough, so I just basically just sent it back. And we got a little more 5 stars. It just basically depends on how good you do. It's dependent on how it works. So, like this one, 3 stars. Put in a working hard disk, but the PC crashed when I benchmarked it. So that's just how it works. And also, we've got a lot more orders at one time coming in. But what we've got here at the moment is we've got a PC that we need to build for somebody. Now, I think we don't actually have a motherboard that actually is compatible with that at the moment. So what I need to do is I also apologize. I've got a cold. I'm not very well. Have we actually got like a working motherboard on us? Motherboards? No, we don't. I think I forgot to buy a motherboard. Well, that was smart, wasn't it? 100 quid. There we go. Same day delivery. Just as a punishment that I didn't buy a motherboard. There we go. Nice. Right, so let's go. Let's put this PC together. So what we got? We got motherboards. Stick that in. Now, it's just one of those ones where it's got, like, it gets put in upside down. Because these are like mini ITX cases. If I had the choice to do this, to put it back in again, yeah, it does go upside down. If I had the choice to do this again, I would not use this. So, yeah, no, not good. Now, I don't know what I need to get the 3000 benchmark score. I've got, like, how much, yeah, so I haven't actually got, like, a specific budget for this build necessarily. So we're just going to just go as best as we can. Graphics cards. Actually, let's go CPUs first. So what CPU did I buy for this one? The i5 6600. It says stick CPU in. Oh, okay. Okay, that's different. Just got in. They've updated it again since then, because it used to be that it looks like an actual CPU. I'll put a picture on screen now of what like a CPU would look like on this bit, but they just changed it just so it says Intel Core i5. I suppose with like Pentiums and i7s and whatnot, it would look different. It would look like the same, but dependent on what like processor it was. What is it? Is it Coffee Lake? Oh dear, this isn't going very well. This is not going very well. What is it? What type of CPU is it? 1151. Oh, it's an 4. Fuck. God's sake. Oh dear, this is gonna be fun. Right, CPU calling. 1151. Next. Do next day delivery. We'll pick it up tomorrow. Come and collect this. There you go. That boosts our tally back up a bit. Play CPU, yeah. PSU, yeah. We got that. We got that in the bag. Right. So we got that CPU cooler on its way. So we'll stick this one back in, and then we'll stick the thermal paste back on it, like so. To can't put the fans in. We needed 8 gigabytes of RAM, because 8 gigabytes of RAM is good if you. 8 gigabytes of RAM is good if you need to run Google Chrome, because Google Chrome is an absolute killer for stuff like that. Graphics cards. What do we got for graphics cards? The 970. The 970 Gamer. I'm not sure if this one actually. I know it'll fit, but I'm not sure if it actually gives us the benchmarking that we need. That's a broken one. Stick this in. There we go. Power supply. Should have 2 of these, but I want. What was it that needed to go in this one? Says replace power supply. Is the okay? Is that one? So the Corsair, the bronze one, is the one that I need for this computer. So I'll stick you in there. The TX55. So let's screw these bolts in. God, it does it takes a bloody long time. Storage. I think we should have regard to 2 terabyte drive. Have we missed anything else? No, just a CPU cooler, I think it is. Again, that's not a major problem because we just have to wait until tomorrow to get it done. But first things first, before tomorrow comes, I will just fix that other PC and just replace the power supply. Should be too much of a faff, hopefully. I say it should hopefully not be too much of a faff, but then it turns out to be the biggest faff in the entire world. So yeah. Oh hello. I know we're missing parts. Collect the power supply. Right, so let's get this PC here. Sink you down there. Oh hello. Compressed air can. It just needs the biggest de-dusting of the entire I've ever seen. Should take the side panel off and clean inside it. Oh dear. I have to admit, if you let your PC get this dusty, you shouldn't really have a PC. They should not get this dusty. You should try, even like a lot of people say, you know, like compressed air cans are the best way to clean out PCs and whatnot. Just like, even if you don't want to get a compressed air can, just get like a mini, like if you or your parents have got like a little mini Dyson, like a handheld Dyson unit, just use something like that. Yeah, that'll work. That's what I use. I got a little mini Dyson unit. That's what I use to clean out the most of my dust from inside my PC and around my fans. Of course, when you get to the innards of your PC, the innards of your PC, you need to make sure that you're extra safe, because that's where static and stuff comes in. You can short circuit your systems, but even then, you know, it's not rocket science to try and get it like, you know, done. Like, you just, as long as you keep the area around you is dust free, and as long as the area around you is dust free, and your as long as that area around you is dust free or relatively dust free, and you keep it as best dust free as you can, there shouldn't be any reason why the insides of your PC get as dusty to this point. I mean, they will over the years get that dusty because you use it, especially if you use it an awful lot, or if you don't use it much at all. But it will get dusty quite like heavily, and I understand that. But you know, if you're doing something like just casual use of it shouldn't get that dusty. It really, really shouldn't. But anyway, never mind. I'm not going to go on a massive tangent about how people look after their PCs. Right. That's that done. Right, what have we got here? Hey, nephew. Great to see you work. No, I'm not paying you $5,000. I'll pay you $5,000 another time. I'll keep that there just in case. I can't replace motherboard, replace air cooler. Yeah, no, I can't do that for the moment. The dream is over. Hey, Blake here. Just let you know that the film Classic X Archive is dead, but not because of you. I'm super grateful that you came through with those repairs, but I actually got here with a legal takedown request. Well, yeah, well, that's very smart, isn't it? Well done, mate. Turns out hosting a few hundred occult movies for free download is illegal. Yes. Don't do that. That is illegal. You will get yourself into trouble, especially if you host a damn thing. I mean, it's not like you can buy DVDs or anything. These companies don't care about the movies. They just want to bully the little guy. It's a scandal. Ha! But I'm not going to take this lying down. I'm going to fight every step of my way. Watch this space. Okay, goodbye. Alternate repair service. Hello, I'm having problems with my computer, and I use it to organise meetings with my local Woodsy Alliance group and to share my thoughts on Roller. It is very important to be returned in working order. However, as a great believer in natural healing process and power positive energy, I would like to first conduct an alternative repair session. This requires you to dim the lights in your workshop, light some candles and fully relax. You don't have to wear clothes if you don't want to. As you relax, focus your thoughts on my computer and channel your energy flow to unmask and repair any damaged components. The following mantra may help guide you. No, for anybody who is looking at how to do that, this might be a thing. No, that is not how it works. Dear me. Void, desolation, emptiness. I'm over the cliff edge, hanging on for dear life, above my abyss of despair. I can't even be bothered to read this. Diagnose and fix, okay. What do we got here? Yeah, that's fine. No longer turns on, it's fine by me. Okay. Request for an upgrade. What do we got in here? 2603. What do we got in here? Pentium. I got 1050. I got 1050. I could get. How much? What's the budget on it? 215 quid. What's a good i5 go? Can I get? i5. What have we got? 215. Go for i7. No, too expensive. i5. That's i6. i5. 6600K. Yeah, we'll get that. We'll get that. Okay, yeah, that's fine. I'll deal with you later. Oh, just add the following parts to our range. MSI GeForce GTX 1060 Gaming X plus 6 gig. Corsair Dominator 60, yeah, whatever. You done? Yeah? There we go, place it forward. Oh, good. Right. That's that done. Please help. Come and collect it. They put the working PSU clean and really nicely. Thank you very much. You're very much welcome. I'm not going to discard that for the moment. New parts available. Yep. Right. Right, let's turn this PC off. Let's turn that light off and let's go to bed. Oh dear. I do enjoy this game, but I stopped playing it. I stopped playing the campaign and the career section a bit because it got a bit tedious after a while. And what I mean by it got a bit tedious after a while is it got to the point where I was just doing the same thing over and over and over again, and I can see like this being exactly the same. You know, there's a lot of repetition in what I'm doing, and it's a bit boring. I need a USB to stick in the back of this thing to install the operating system. There we go. But it gets very tedious what you do in this game. And so I play it a bit just to see what it's like and just to get used to it and try and get as high a rank as I can. But I give up on it quite quickly because of how like tedious it is and how tedious doing it is and how much of the same it is. Like after this video, you know, unless there's another update that comes out that'll make me turn around and say, you know what, like hang on a minute. Yes. Unless there's another update that comes out that says, you know, oh, we've added something else to the career section, or we've added the new RTX series of graphics cards to the free build. You know, when that happens, I'll be more than happy to come back and play about with it. But until that happens, I'm not particularly interested. So that's not me being like hateful on the game because it's really, really good. And the only other way that I would want to come back on this game, regardless of any updates or anything, is if any problems showed themselves to like be a problem, such as like my PC broke and I wanted to know what the problem was. But aside from that, there's nothing there that would there's nothing in the game that would make me turn around and say, you know what, I want to stay for long periods of time and just grind this game out. You know, I'm not saying that it's a bad game because it is really, really good. Did I pick up my other CPU cord? Yeah, I did. Actually, that's the AM4 one, isn't it? Did I not pick it up? Or no, I did order it. Alright, so did I put that back in? Oh yeah, put it in. Oh God's sake, I was gonna say, did I pick up that bloody cooler? God's sake. Right. So yeah, so it's like there's nothing major in this game that would lead me to turn around and say, you know what, like I'm really glad that I just want to just grind this game out. Yay, there we go. I was where's the USB stick on? There it is. I was having a little panic attack that I wouldn't actually work then. Nearly. Got it there almost, just about. Add programs, 3D mark. But yeah, I'm really sort of like panicky that it's not going to work. It's like I was panicky this game, it's not gonna work obviously, but and that's where it's useful to see like test things out. But aside from that, like there's nothing in this game that would make me turn around and say, you know, I want to grind this game out. Like I find it that fun that I want to spend like 100 hours on playing it constantly. There's nothing in the game that will make me think, you know, I want to do that. And that's not to say, again, it's not that it's a bad game, but there's not enough in the game for me to suggest, you know, like I can get a lot out of making progress out of this game. Like Battlefront 2, let's say. You know, I know I really shouldn't play Battlefront 2 as much as I do, but because there's no need for me to play it as much as I do. But I look at it and I think, oh bloody hell, what have I done now? I didn't put any thermal paste on the PC, did I? I bet you I didn't put any thermal paste on the PC. I don't think I did. I probably didn't. Right, come on. CPU cooling. There we go. Right, let's try this again. Once more, come on. Okay, so anyway, turn this. Okay, so that's like a power supply. Okay. Don't turn on, you got broken power supply, my friend. But yeah, it's really like I don't hate the game. I don't think there's enough in it for me to warrant me turn around and say, you know, I'm gonna spend like loads of time on this. Like Battlefront 2, like I really enjoy playing. Maybe it's because it's Star Wars, but there's a lot in it that makes me turn around and say, you know what, I really enjoy playing this game and I really want to play it some more. But I don't feel that with I got some broken power supplies. Hang on a minute, it's not the power supply. It's the motherboard knackered. Have we got a knackered motherboard? Well, that'd be better because that's probably cheaper. Have we got a broken motherboard? Right, set you going. One, there we go. Have we got a broken motherboard? That's the only other thing that I can think it'd be. It's not. That's the only thing I can think it'd be because it doesn't boot up to the BIOS. So it could only be the power supply or the motherboard. It probably is the motherboard. If it's a CPU or anything, it'll say CPU not found. So I don't know. Let's have a look. It's more likely if it's not the motherboard, I've got no clue what it is. Right, screw these sandals off. And in the topic of like this game, what I could do to improve it, like I don't know what I could do to improve it because yeah, it's broken. I don't know what I could do to improve it because, like, that's a dyno fix. What was it? What's the broken one that I had? Okay, so it's the H117 mech. There we go. Next is lovely. But you know, it's not that I don't like it. Like, what can I do to improve the game? In all fairness, there's not a lot that I could do because there's only a certain amount of things you can do with building PCs. They've added liquid water cooling. They've added all of this bajarga in like new processors, i9s and everything. But there's not a lot more that they can do, if that makes sense, that makes it any different. Is this film guy again? Dear film friend, did you know that cult classic beta of planet Bathimore is not currently available for purchase anymore? And yet, when a brave fan stepped forward to preserve this Contrary significant work, they sent in the lawyers, yeah. How many more films must log indicated film truth? Fight back stars here. No, go away. I'm not getting involved with your stupid legal battles. Like, what do I want to know? Just wanted to say the alternative repair session had no effect. It's most likely that you conducted the healing ritual incorrectly, but that's okay. You're a novice, after all. Well, I'm a novice at like rituals. I'm not a novice at repairing your computers, but I'm repairing your computer anyway, just to prove a point. Replace motherboard. What have you got? A A320M mech. A320M mech. Mech Plus, is it? Mech Plus, yeah. Right, that's fine. I shall order you a motherboard. There we go. Accept that. Able for upgrade work. What do you got in there at the moment? Got a 980 Ti. I think CPU processors. I think that if I did that, we've got graphics card wise. No, he's got a. I think I need to upgrade the graphics card, but I don't know what to upgrade it to. What has he got in there again? The 980 Ti Gaming 6LE. 6GLE. So that's the one that he's got in there. This is the one I want to stick in there. Or this one. What's that even up to? Can I go a bit toned down on the processor? One tone down? What's that even up to? 670. It's way over his budget. Slightly irritating. I want to stick that in there because I want to stick that processor in there because I know that will help an awful lot compared to the Ryzen 3 that he's got in there at the moment. But I haven't got a graphics card that'll top what he's got already. Upgrade to 16 gigs of RAM. I didn't see that. Maybe that makes it up. Memory. 16 gig stick. Well, I don't really make it up, but. Oh, let's try that. Alright then, I'll accept it. That's in transit. Yeah, you can come and collect it. Thank you. Discard, no thank you, and go away. Do you work? No. What is this holding it back? The graphics card. Okay, what have we got in here? I thought after that the CPU would have actually just boosted it up. What we got in here is 1050. I can't remember what I've got in my arsenal. That's relatively simple. Just a 4GB graphics card. But I'm not even sure if I've got one in me that's actually repaired. Got 2 gig. Got 2 gig. 2 gig. And 2 gig. Got 4 gig. Will it suffice? Hopefully. Hopefully it will. I'm slightly, like, bugging if it doesn't. I don't know. Anyways, new PC parts paid available. Lovely. Right. Right. That's fine. I'm going to leave that on overnight, and I'm going to come back in the morning and sort that out. There we go. And leave it end day. Come back tomorrow. That's going to send me an electricity bill all the way up. I'm very much aware. Right. We'll sort those out in a minute. You finished? Yes, look at that. Way more than it should be, but considering it's a not very expensive part, I'll take it. It's one of those just sitting in my backside. Actually, how did I over budget? 120 whatever, you know what, I don't care. I honestly don't care. He can give me a bad review all he wants. He can give me a bad review all he bloody wants. I do not. I do not even care. If he wants that, if he wants a specific, something specific, a specific score, he can make do with what I give him. Take it or leave it. I give you something. It's 121 quid, not much of a problem over. Take it or leave it, son. If you don't want it, come back and I'll put it all back together as it was. Oh dear. That's not very good, like, sounding for me, but that's just how I think. Like, stop bloody moaning. CPUs. Can I just cable this back up in here just to see if that actually was the problem? Yes. Lovely. And that can go in there. That can go there. Lovely. CPU cooling. Oh, that would be because I haven't flipped my lid. I also need to put some thermal paste. Thermal paste is cool. And that in there. Oh dear. If you think about it, building PCs, it's not a hard problem. It's not a hard job even, but it's just, you've got to know what you're doing, otherwise it's not going to work. You know what I'm saying? Like, anybody can build a PC. Once I've done, like, after playing this, I could build a PC in my sleep if I had the right, like, right environment to work. Yeah, that's all good. Yeah, if I had the right environment to work in, what came on this? Oh, it's this one. Yeah, if I was in the right environment, I could build PCs in my sleep. You know, that's how good at it I've got. So